Hi, it's Charlie giving you Monday's market commentary. Hope you're very well. I did say that I was going to do some live trading today, but I haven't really seen anything that I could get on to. There's not been too much going on. So there you go. Counts flat. Nothing going on today. So no live trading today. So we'll come back to it on Friday. I am out mid-morning on Friday, but hopefully I can get a trade before I have to pop out. But anyway, so no trading today, unfortunately. Not enough going on. No news, nothing today. Right, so let's just do a recap on these markets. Pounds just got above that 161 level. I was talking about this on Friday's update, and if we can get above there, then we've got the potential to come up to back up to 162. So definitely keep an eye on this pound this week to see if that's going to be able to bridge that and start to head up towards that 162. So I am interested in the pound if it sets up correctly. And likewise, I was talking about the Aussie dollar. Now, I did manage, even though I was away for the weekend, I did manage to get into that Aussie dollar before I left, and yeah, it's nice points out that Aussie dollar on the long side. I remember closing them off literally as I walked off the plane, so it was quite nice. Which is quite handy with 3G these days, and you just log in off your phone and close some trades out. Yeah, so that was fine. But anyway, so what would I see for Aussie dollar right now? I don't have too much of a view now. There was a view down here because we were diverging and could see the potential for it to come into these bands, and now it's at the upper end of these bands. Still, the daily data on the Aussie dollar doesn't look right here. But anyway, so I don't have too much of a view here on the Aussie dollar at the moment. Don't have too much of a view all round really. The euro, like I said last week on Friday, it floated up. What I was talking about doing, it hasn't quite got up to this prior trend line yet, so it could go up a little bit higher yet. The daily 21, but I don't have too much of a view. It's in no man's land here at the moment. Dollar yen. This is interesting because it's holding up here. It was diverging and it has diverged, so it's going to be interesting to see how it works that off, and then if it's ultimately it's going to go for this breakout. So I have to look at that now and say, well, we are up to this zone. If we do break out, we're looking back up to 101, 101 and a half. So got to start looking at potentially on the long side if it can work off this divergence, which could take several days, but certainly I think the dollar yen, we could well be looking at long side plays. But again, got to be a little bit of patience here at the moment because we've got a divergence on the 4-hour charts which it's trying to work off. That could take several days. So well worth keeping an eye on that. So it could back off a little bit, but it's all a case of how much is it going to back off. Will it back off by, if it's a shallow retracement or chops around sideways on these daily charts, then it will work that off and it can then break out. So that's that, and I don't think there's too much more else to say here. So I'm going to give you a very, very short update there, and we'll come up with something a bit more concrete at the end of the week. Kim will be back in touch in the meantime.